I was my Jennifer homophobic excited today, and today sports talk is back. Two exciting guests with us today. It's KingMustard and Pokeballermace. What's up, boys?
How's it
Hello.
going?
And today we have an exciting topic, but of
Byron Buxton.
yes, sir. And I'm gonna show you a highlight from last night's game. Credit to the Minnesota Twins for posting this, and also the Major League Baseball Network, or MLB. Sorry for this ad, but this is gonna be credit to the Minnesota Twins that Buxton hit a walk-off last night.
Jersey of number 25. High fives and hugs along that first baseline. And the Twins, who have suffered heartbreak after heartbreak, turn the page and win in dramatic fashion.
Gives me goosebumps.
Oops. So there you have it. Byron Buxton, also look at this concentration on
Mm-hmm.
people tell it he needs to stop diving, but that will get down to his we talk about his injuries. So Byron Buxton is one of the top most valuable guys on that Twins roster.
Mm-hmm.
And stated back when he was drafted by the Twins back in 2012 and the second pick of the first round. Can anybody tell me who the first pick was in that first round?
Ding. Oh, Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna call on me like Jeopardy or something.
KingMustard. Who was Carlos Correa? That is correct. And now the Twins are the top two players of the 2012 draft. That is uncommon, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun to see.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And he made his major league debut back in 2015 on June 14th. And obviously, Carlos Correa, 6 days prior to Buxton, was it 6? Yeah, June 8th of 2015 as well. So pretty close of readiness in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Buxton would have been ready if with was that the right time to call him up, or you think he would have was ready maybe 2014?
Just kind of looking at Baseball Reference at some stats. In his first season, 46 games, 209 average. I mean, it's definitely a big adjustment from majors to minors, but in 2014, in Double-A, he was hitting 234, and then 2015 is kind of when he really started to make that step, I guess, because in Triple-A he was hitting 305.
Yeah.
And I think it was such a big factor when Aaron Hicks left, a great defensive-minded outfielder. He wasn't hitting well or anything like that. But sure enough, as he went to the Yankees, he kind of progressed there.
And then we
It was
got
kind of
Austin
huge.
from.
It was pretty huge to have Buxton take that leap in the last 3 years or so. He's been progressing. I know his health isn't always there, but all he's doing is he's just correcting himself to the best player he could be.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true. So, all right, can anyone tell me what was his first major league hit in the majors?
It was a triple, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Do you remember the date that happened?
Oh, no.
One day
tell you
after
that.
his major league debut. Just one day.
One day.
Which
When I
ain't
saw
bad.
the speed that he had, I thought he was just going to be phenomenal in the outfield and just running on the bases. If he was able to learn to just get on base at any way possible, and he still utilizes it to this day.
I remember because I was watching that game at my mom's house, and I said, "Hey, Mom, watch Buxton's run." As soon as I said it, ran the gap, and then Braman goes, "Oh boy, just watch this kid run." And he stumbles I think twice. I mean, that dude has some wheels on him. He will basically blow you out like any other ballpark.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I think my most memorable play that I've seen him ever accomplish was in 2020 when it was against Detroit, and it was the 9th inning. He was the last batter. They were they were tied up and everything. There was a runner on third with 2 outs, and he hit a little routine ground ball to third base. Most people would, be able to throw it out, but with his speed, he outran it. I think that was the most insane play that I ever seen from him.
And the thing is, when players do that, where there's either there's 2 out, guy on third,
and
I know people of Zag's gonna hate me on this. Players like Ed Rosario, Miguel Sano, Dozier will casually jog to first base. It's 2 outs. The ring was at third base. If you gotta run fast as you can, your life dependent on it, you're trying to beat it out. Because you might not have a second chance in the extra innings to win the game.
It makes the fielders worried for how fast his speed is, honestly. A lot of people rush their throws when they see him running down the line. It's pretty bizarre what I could see from him, and I'm glad that he was able to connect it off the bat and start to hit homers because, a fast man that can hit home runs, it's funny enough that he has so many inside the park home runs already, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think he has, at least, is it 2 or 3?
I think it was 3.
Yeah. I think one of them was in Target Field, I believe. Because he had all that right center wall of theirs. He just hit it right. And then, honestly, this dude he's a 5'2" player. He has it all. And it's very rare that a player like his caliber it will be successful in the major leagues.
Yes.
And next, Cam Tommy was his first career RBI was.
Was it the triple?
No, that'd be kind of cool though.
I want to say he hit a solo shot. They tend to do that a lot.
Yeah.
They do.
What's the answer?
So his first career RBI was August 22nd, obviously 2015. But I forgot to write what he did it on. I think it was on a home run.
Okay.
I think it might have been another triple.
Another triple. Okay.
Maybe, yeah. And then a few days later, then he hit his first career home run.
Got it.
And then from there, he's been improving. And then the next point, let's talk about his Sally, but his injuries. In 2015, he played 46 games. The Twins, however, finished with 83 and 79.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, he obviously had like a sprained left thumb. I think that caused when he was like trying to dive for a baseball to make it like a grab. But the thing is, that 2015 Twins team, I know people are probably coming home on this, but that is the changing point of this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Because Hunter was on that team, Mauer, like honestly, like this team had like leadership on that team, and it took them a while to get that type of build that leadership back up again. Can you tell me?
It was.
Go ahead.
I think it was amazing how he was able to transition so easily to a new batting swing. I mean, like his whole stance is completely different from when he first started, and he kept it the same, and it's been nothing but success from there. So
that is true. And in 2016, he doubled his games from 46 to 92.
Yep.
And then we don't know how that season went for the Twins. It was tough, though. I'm going to be honest with that. But just stick with the team and think good things going to happen. Twins finished with a 59 and 103 record. He suffered a knee contusion and back spasms, which I don't think I can blame on his back spasms because that can naturally occur. And say they with knee contusions, like they didn't really like break down. He could have like maybe like a bruised tendon that caused like water in the knee. That could have been it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then 12 to 17. This was a fun, electric year. He played 140 games.
Yep.
Twins finished with 85 and 77.
Mm-hmm.
And then with 140 games, can you tell me someone what happened that year? What he won?
Oh, I won a gold glove.
Platinum glove.
Platinum, yep.
Glove. Yep.
The best defender of the year. And then I know it's early yet, but I think he can get an platinum or gold glove this year.
He's been at it. I haven't seen too many errors, but he's got to be out on the field a little bit more.
Yes, Twins needs to be consistent with him. And 2018,
I think a couple days off a week would be okay with his regime, but don't do more than 2 at the very most. This guy's electrifying. You got to use them when it's in best case scenarios and not pinch hit them. I don't like it when they pinch hit them. It's not a key look. I think the one thing that stuck out with me with the walk-off home run last night was he was 0 for 3 going into that at bat, and he didn't care. He just knew that, hey, this is the moment that we can win.
Yep.
Or, tie it up or at least keep it in the game.
And then you go, and then I think Luis Arias is at first base, correct?
Yep. The
Another confident guy at the plate. But now we got to go to the 2018 season.
Mm-hmm.
A whopping 28 games he played.
Mm.
And with a fractured toe and a strained wrist. I think that strained wrist was caused by getting hit by the pitch.
Yes.
Which you cannot blame him for.
Mm-hmm.
And with that year, Twins finished with a 78 and 84. Like, we noticed with the games amount he played, it showed by comparing his games played to the Twins record, it showed it tremendously that he's a huge factor in this Twins lineup.
Oh, yeah.
So Twins won more games when he's in the lineup than when he's not in the lineup. I don't know what the records are, but it's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think they win at least 60% of their games when he's in the lineup and not looking good when he's not in the lineup.
He's really, how do I say it? He's a really big asset to the team, mentally and physically. If you want his bat out there, he'll give it to you. If you want his leadership, he is going to give it to you. I almost thought when we had had that 103 win season, that it was mostly because of him being the leader versus I think Nelson Cruz had a big help with his leadership roles on it, because when he came in with that veteran leader, he literally told them, this is what it's all about. If you're not on the field, you could be on the field with them spiritually and give it to them at all costs and go and show what it is actually worth.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly thought he was a bigger leader than Cruz was in that season, just because they were winning games when he was in the lineup, and when he was out, you could tell there was a different regime on the team. That is an MVP in my book, by any means. Just on the team itself, not for the league in general or anything like that. But
no, but you can be. Buxton can actually be an MVP candidate.
I believe so.
And then we are going to 2019 season, play more games, 87. Concussion-like symptoms, bruised wrist. And that was 101 and 61 season.
Yep.
And same thing. Bruce Ray Risk got hit by the pitch again, not his fault. And it's really hard to get out of the way. When it was like 100 miles per hour or like 90 some fastest coming your direction. And people saying like, he's injury prone, he is this, baseball is a tough sport. Like, you try to go up to the plate and not try to flinch when 100 miles per hour fastball is coming your way. It's not easy to hit 100 miles per hour fastball.
Yep.
No.
And people are probably out there saying, yes, it is. Like, I dare you to try to hit off Mario Rivera or Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson would be a fun one to bat. But
his high and tight slider. And then we go to 2020. We didn't know how that year was.
COVID year.
Indeed.
Yep, 39 games, left foot sprain, hit by the pitch, the helmet. and the Twins finished with 36-24. I think that was the exact same year that Donaldson hit home in Detroit, came up to home plate, grabbed his either his left or right foot, put dirt on it to cover it, touch home plate, and get pause.
Yeah.
I
Who was
mean,
up?
I can now we know who was the umpire.
That team really changed that year. They could have been so much better than that, in my opinion. And the fact is, they just get swept by Houston and all that.
Alex Cora made his major league debut in a playoff series.
Just out of curiosity, for the years that we've been in the playoffs, what is his stats? Like
I will
and-
look that
I-
up. His
I never-
postseason batting?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so 2017 AL wild card. Obviously that was only one game.
yeah.
Is the Yankees?
Yep. 2 at bats, an RBI, a stolen base, and a strikeout. And then 2020 against Houston, 2 games, 4 plate appearances, a single, stolen base, caught stealing, and 3 Ks.
Okay.
Very small sample size, only 6 plate appearances.
Yeah. So
Yep.
hard to go and judge at that point, but
Yep.
Yeah.
At the Twins in the playoffs, just successful. But if this team stays healthy, everyone, and the bullpen gets better, Buxton
everyone always
in the
yeah.
lineup, that's gonna make a huge change when it wins postseason time.
Mhm. Definitely.
And then 2021, only played 61 games, fractured hand. Pretty sure it was another hit by the pitch in his wrist, not his fault. And the Twins finished with a 73-89 record. And so far this year, I think he's playing around 60 games. If you want to double check that stat.
Yeah, I got the stats pulled up. He's at 60 games, and then I was just gonna say, this year and last year, going off of OPS plus, which is like for those of you viewers that don't know, is players' batting stats adjusted to the ballparks that they play at. 100 being average league wide, and it factors in for like the era that you play for. So like if you hit 40 home runs in the steroid era, that's not as impressive as if you hit 40 home runs today, let's say. So 2021, he has an OPS plus of 171, so he's 71 points above average. And this year he's at 151. And his batting average is quite low. However, just looking at some more advanced stats, I think that he could definitely start picking it up, and I think he might just be getting unlucky. His home run percentage is its second highest it's been. His walk percentage is the highest. His strikeout percentage is a little bit up, but that it's still lower than it was from 2018 and back. And finally, or 2 more things, his exit velocity. He's hitting the ball as hard as he's ever had. His average exit velocity is 92.6 miles per hour, and that's about 1 mile per hour more than kind of
his career.
Yeah. So he's hitting the ball harder, and his expected batting average. Now, I don't really know how they calculate this, but this is what maybe, the fielders are just a little bit shifted or for whatever reason, but his expecting batting average is 268, which is quite a bit higher than it is right now. So I think maybe he could just be getting unlucky, or there's a lot of different factors going in play. But I think if some of those plays start to break in his favor, I think that could really really help him out.
And the
Right.
thing is, like, there's so lot of baseball to be played. Carlos
Right.
Cruz heating up now.
He's been hitting consistently for a while, so but
And-
yeah, for Buxton, I think
Yep.
his best momentum is right now he's on a tear with the home runs. I mean, he's got his most in his career this season already, and we're only 70 some games in?
81,
81?
82.
Are we halfway through?
We're probably close.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
close, or I'll double check that, but I think we were really close. So, however, like prior to this season, like Twins fans were like getting nervous. Okay, is Bucks gonna stay? Is he gonna stay with the Twins? Like constantly, like I was saying motivated. I was saying positive that I knew he was gonna stay here. There's no way I can see with another team. And Twins signed him for 7 years. I think it was 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
90. Yep.
Yeah, right around there.
All right. Yep.
And he said this: I love here in Minnesota, and I want to bring a rain here. And you don't hear many guys that comes to Minnesota says that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed that he's ready to work hard, and help Minnesota get to that next step.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that includes today's video. Unless you guys want to make any points that today's coverage that you want to say, but Buxton.
I guess I'll just say that I think if he starts getting some lucky breaks and really starts picking it up and can kind of get back to the elite defender that he was a couple of years ago. I mean, he's still a good defender, but more top of the line. Then I think he's a true MVP candidate. He's definitely trending in the right direction these past 2 seasons, but hopefully he keeps it up.
Yes. I think his morale and everything needs to stay focused on his hitting. I do like his fielding and everything at the moment, but yeah, I see where you're talking about, Martin. He's not taking as many risks, I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, his bat, I want his bat to just, feel through and all that stuff. And I know he was struggling for about a couple of weeks. It took him to get back up on there. So it's the main reason on that. I've seen that he's only been averaging about a hit a game or so now, but I like to see him have multi-hit games. And honestly, I kind of wish the Twins would be a little bit more small ball with the stealing bases, because he's on the base. Like, I get it. He gets caught out at stolen bases sometimes, but it goes a long way when you don't have people that can push the ball to, advance him.
And then do some hit and runs with him, because if it's in the gap, he's on first base. You do a hit and run, he's going to score.
Right. And it's such a huge necessity for him to actually add another stat to his column, to say, hey, look what he's all about. But but that's about it.
And I think he's going to have a good second half of the year.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's going to either bat 300 or above 300 in the second half of the year.
Yes.
Because I just saw a stat a couple days ago, seeing what he can do. For a whole full 162 season, and I think I saw it was. I can't remember what his batting average was. I think it was a little above 300 or over 300, with 52 home runs and like 90 plus RBIs. It shows what he can do for a whole year. So that will wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoy. And we're going to do the voters, you're going to be choose our next topic.
Oh,
Between, three guys. Randy Johnson, Joe Mauer, and KingMustard, you pick a guy, and Pokeballermace, you pick a guy.
my boy Ichiro.
There we go.
We did Ichiro Suzuki.
Wait, oh yeah, we did Ichiro. Never mind.
However, we can do him in the Japan League.
Wait, hold on. Give me a minute. Ricky Henderson.
Oh,
Ooh.
there you go.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is.
I want to go with Michael Jordan.
Oh,
There
okay.
we go. The dream team.
Yep.
All right, that concludes today's video. You heard the topics. You choose the vote below. What was I will be posting this on Twitter, Facebook, and you can also comment down below. So no matter what you do, whether you vote on Facebook, Twitter, or comment down below, it was on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, your vote still count. I'll count that in fact. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sports Talk. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.